Good evening, everyone. Good evening.
Evening.
Good evening.
Okay, hope you are all doing well. So we are 11 minutes past 8 p.m. So I hope the rest who have not joined uh, will catch up with us via the recordings. So we just wish to continue. So before I can continue, I had given out an assignment to you. So I don't know if you managed to complete it. Let me get your feedback if you've completed. Winnie, are you done?
Well, I've done up to this from the quartiles. I haven't done because I wasn't. I was blank from the quartiles, but otherwise I've done from number one up to. I'm trying to open the questions, but it's just from the quartiles, which I didn't manage to do.
Okay, what about you, Keegan? Keegan, can you hear me?
Like, yeah,
You are done?
not yet. Nimebakisha swali mbili zilinishinda,
Okay,
lakini
zipi
zingine
hizo?
nilifanya. Number, let me open the questions first.
What about Ruth? Did you attempt?
Yes, I did.
You are done?
Let me say I'm almost, but I'm not sure whether I did the right thing because some questions were not a bit clear. Like the last two questions, I wasn't sure what to use. But I tried. I assumed it as an exam, so I tried to find an answer. But you're going to explain to us what was meant to happen.
Okay, maybe we will go through it together. So just wind up on that assignment. So there's a day we'll actually submit it. Then we go through it together.
Are we supposed to share it with you, or we'll do it in class?
We shall just do it because the one for exam I'll share with you another time.
Okay.
So as we are learning here in class, so I'll expect you to maybe do a presentation from your end, show us how you got to the answer, so that also it can improve on your presentation skills and reporting skills. So you'll tell us what is your findings from the data and what can you recommend maybe to the management on the decision that they should take.
Okay, that's fine. And now still at it, maybe before we close that chapter, could you
Yeah.
check if question number 17 was correct?
What?
Question
Question?
number 17. It says the top 25% of revenue generated. Is it supposed to be like that?
Okay, I'll look into that question.
I'll just check. I kind of got lost.
Okay. Okay, so let us just continue from where we left. So we had, this is where we had stopped last time, whereby we actually analyzed the revenue of this business that specializes in selling electronic products. So we summarize the performance of this business in various sections, whereby we try to analyze the performance yearly. That was 2018 and 2019. We also saw the performance of the sales agent, and also the performance of the managers, and also the performance per region, and also the revenue generated by each product for the various months. That was from January to December. And also we saw the revenue generated from these products yearly. That is 2018 and 2019. We went further to actually plot graphs. So we plotted graphs. We saw how you can insert a graph to your data, how you can format the graph, and also how you can format the cells. That is making your report more presentable. For example, we put these field colors, we put the borders. We made sure that all our data is centered, and so on. So we went ahead even and saw how you can put the same on the PowerPoint presentation, so that you can actually report on it to the management. So that was like a project. So we are just continuing with it. So we are now going to see now that we just summarize the revenue, but we did not actually summarize on how much did we sell in each of these period. What was the quantity sold, for example, in 2018, 2019, and for the various months. So let us also take a look at business performance, but now we are looking at quantity. So this pushes me to this sheet where we have to see the quantity sold in for example, in 2018, 2019, and for the various months also. Yeah. So let us just, this is just, it's like a repetition of what we did. So I won't spend much time on this since we already got the concept. So let us try to get the quantity sold in 2018 in the month of January. So you can make use of the unique function to get the years. So is equals to unique. It's equals to unique. You go to sales data, highlight where we have years, press enter. I'm getting a spill error, sorry. I am getting spill error. Sorry, let me go the other way where I can just extract this, take it here to this end. So let me paste as values. And then data, remove duplicates. Okay, so I'll just remove duplicates. So I take this, I copy, paste here. So I have my years, that is 2018 and 2019. Now let us try to look at to find the quantity sold in 2018 for the month of January. So in our sales data, we can see we have the units sold in each of per year, per region, and also per month. So let us try to find the quantity sold for the month of January in 2018. So here we'll make use of the sum ifs the way we did the other time. Is equals to sum ifs. Then it will ask you for the sum range. So go to where we have sum, highlight that column, or you can just take the whole column like that. Press F4. Then the first criteria that we want to meet is the year. So we go to sales data, highlight where we have the years column, that is column C. You just press F4 and then you specify the year. And then you lock it by pressing a $sign before B4. Then the next thing that we have to specify is the month. So we'll go to sales data where we have month. We highlight column B. So we press F4 to lock the column. And then we highlight the cells that has the month that we are looking. That is cell C3, and we lock it like that. And then we close the bracket. So we see that in the month of January 2018, the quantity sold was 145. That is the total quantity sold was 145. So for us to get the quantity sold for the other months, we just have to drag this formula and it will just autofill itself. So it will do so because we have actually locked the relevant cells, and so the formula will be applicable to all the other months. So come here to cell C4 until you press your cursor to the bottom right until you see this plus sign. So you drag to December. So we've autofilled for the other months, that is January to December. We can autofill for 2019 also. So in 2019, you can see they sold 46 items. So compared to 2018, the same month of January where they sold 145 items. So you can see there is actually a decline in items sold in 2018. So when you also look at other months, you can see there are other months that, like for the month of June, we can see in 2018 they managed to sell 150 products, but in 2019 they only sold 5. So you can see how the sales are declining, and this can be the reason that maybe can explain why we had low sales in 2018 compared to 2019. Now let's find the total number of products sold in 2018. Here we just make use of the sum function. So is equals to sum. So you can see in 2018, the total quantity sold was 1178, and in 2019 it's 943. So this can actually explain the variation in revenue that we got for these two years. So that is the breakdown of products performance, the quantity sold. So we can also do the same analysis but for agents. So it just follows the same syntax. What we'll be changing will just be changing the column that we are trying to reference. So let's get the name of the unique sales agent. So because we had already extracted this, I can just copy it from here. I paste it here. So these are the names of the sales agents that we do have. So let us find the quantity each sales agent sold for the various months. So we'll start with the month of January. So let us find out the sales made by Alexander in the month of January. So is equals to, let's make the use of some ifs. Go to sales data where we have quantity sold, that is units. Highlight that column, that is column I. Then press F4 like that. And then after that, we have now to specify the first condition. So our first condition is the sales agent. So that is column G. And we select the sales agent that we need to, that is Alexander, that is in cell B9. So put a comma. We are done with the first condition. Now let us go to the second condition, that is for the month. So we go to the second condition, that is for the month. Just press F4 and then highlight the month that you want, that is January. Lock it like this. So after that, I close the bracket and hit enter. So we can see for the month of January, cumulatively, that is January 2018 and January 2019, Alexander sold 95 items. So let us autofill to find the number of products that he sold for the various months. So let us autofill for other agents also. And for the various months. So we've just calculated the number of products sold by the various sales agent for the various month. So let us see here now in 2018 the number of products that Alexander sold. So is equals to sum ifs. So we go to sales data. So we highlight the sum range. press F4, go highlight the agent, that is salesman, press F4, and then after that we specify the specific agent, that is Alexander, and then we lock the cell like that. And then we now specify the year. The year is 2018. Here like that. Press F4. So this is 2018. Let's highlight that cell and lock it by pressing a $sign like that. So in 2018, Alexander sold 330 items. So let us autofill downwards. Let's autofill for 2019. So let us find the total items. So we'll make use of the sum function. So for the 2 years, and let us autofill like this. So we are done with the quantity sold by the various agents per month and also per year. Now let us look at the performance of the various managers. So let us retrieve the name for these managers, the unique names. So we had retrieved previously, so I can just copy from this business performance for revenue. So I can just copy this and just copy it and come and paste it here. So let us try and find the sales made by Martha in the month of January. So is equals to sum ifs. So let's go to sales data. So we are summing the quantity sold, that is units. We put F4 to lock the column. Then we specify the first condition, so which is for the sales managers. So we go to sales data where we have managers. That put F4. Then highlight the specific sales manager, who is Martha, and lock that cell by placing a $sign before B23. And also now we specify the second condition, which is for the month. So we go for the month like that. We lock by pressing F4, and then highlight the specific month, which is January, and then place a $sign, and then close the bracket. So Martha sold 95, and we have to fill for the various sales manager. That's what we get. Let us autofill for the various months. So we can also do the same to find now all they sold per year. So is equals to sum ifs. So we go highlight the sum range. Sum range is that. Put F4. And then now specify the first condition. First condition is for sales manager. Let me put an F4 here. And then highlight the sales manager, who is Martha in our case. Put a comma. Now highlight the year. Year is here. Put F4. and then highlight the year, that is 2018, put a $sign and close the bracket. So that is it, 434 for Martha in 2018. That's what she sold. We can also find the total for the year. Just make use of the sum function for 2018 and 2019. We find the total 704 for Martha. So region we can just do the same, find the unique regions. So I'll take these regions. We had already retrieved this, that's why I'm just copying. So let us now find the quantity sold in East region for the month of January. So is equals to sum is. So we highlight the units, that is the quantity sold, put F4, just put a comma, and then first condition is the region. So come where we have region, highlight the whole of that column and you lock it by pressing F4. Then after you've done that, highlight the specific region, which is East in our case. So put a comma, we go to the second condition, which is the month. Month, it's here. Put F4, and then a comma, and then specify the month now. And place a $sign like this. And then enter. That's it. So I can see, like for example, in the East region, this is the quantity that was sold in the East region in the month of January. So I can see here we have 95 and also Martha 95. So this can imply that maybe Martha maybe specializes in selling goods in the East region alone. Let us autofill to get the quantity sold for the various months. So we've autofilled. Now let us see the quantity sold per year, that's 2018 and 2019. So is equals to sum is. Now you highlight the sum range. The sum range is in the units sold. Put F4. And then after you've done that, now specify the first condition, which is the region. The region, now highlight the region column and lock it by pressing F4. And then after you've done that, now specify now the specific region, that is East in our case. So go now specify now the year. Here go to sales data, highlight where we have year. Just press F4. And then after you've done that, now click on cell O29 where we have 2018 and you lock it. And then press enter. So we see that in the East region in 2018, 529 products were sold. When we autofill for 2019, we see it's 160, 162, a drastic decline. So for total, just copy this because the formula is the same and paste here as a formula. So I can see it is summing the 2 years, that is 2018 and 2019. 19 to give us the total, like that. So let us do the same for the products sold. So I can see the products sold here. They are actually, how many products are these? Sorry, let me make use of the unique function to see if I can retrieve this. Is equals to unique. Unique code at unique. Is equals to unique. Then I highlight the items sold. I close the bracket. Yeah, I have just retrieved the items that were sold. So let us see now for televisions. So how many televisions were sold in January for the 2 years? So we'll just make use of the sum ifs function. Is equals to sum ifs. Now we want to, it's the units that the sum range. Then after that, now specify the condition. So our first condition is the products. So we'll go to sales data and highlight the products column. That is the item. So column H, and lock it so that it doesn't move. Then highlight the specific product, P36, which is television. Now then highlight the month. Now the month is here. Then press F4. The specific month and lock that. Now we can see 95 televisions were sold. So I hope you can see the trend, like for televisions that were sold 95, and then in the East region you see also 95 items were sold, and you can also see Malta sold 95. So also Alexander. So Alexander is under Martha. So Martha is the sales manager, but now Alexander is the agent. So we can conclude here that what is televisions are being sold only in the East region, because when I try to find the number of televisions sold in January, I see it's 95, and also when I try to see the number of items sold in the East region in the month of January, I can see it's 95. So maybe in the East region, the product that is mainly sold there are televisions. So let us autofill for the various months, and then autofill for the various products. Okay, so let us do the same for the year. It's equals to sum ifs the year. So let us specify the sum range. Go to sales data. The sum range is units sold. Then specify the first condition, which is the product. So the first condition, product, that is item sold. And then press F4 to lock the column. And then specify the specific product, that is television in our case. Put a $sign before B36. And also let us specify the month. So go to sales data. We have month here. Put F4. Then highlight the month, that is January. Oh, we are for the year, sorry. Highlight the year. So unlock that. And then close the bracket. So I'm out of this. I'm not getting a result for this. Maybe there could be a problem somewhere. Let me repeat the formula. Is equals to sum ifs and summing units. Let me put F4 here. Then let me specify the item. Put here F4. Select the item is television. Put a dollar sign here. And then now let us highlight the year. Go to sales data where we have the year. Put F4 and now specify it's 2018. Put a dollar sign. And then close the bracket. Yeah, it's bringing now the results. So 576 televisions were sold in 2018. So let us autofill for the other products and also for 2019. And let us find the total for the 2 years. So I've just copied that formula because they're the same formulas. So I can see it is summing 2018 and 2019. So let us paste as formulas. So I can see the formula is consistent. It has summed all the products for the 2 years. So that is it on business performance regarding the quantity sold for the various months and for the various years, that is 2018 and 2019. So it just follow the same syntax as we did previously. So I think now when we have we've done it several times, it has now sticked to your mind on how you can make use of the sum is formula. So we've dwelt a lot with the sum is formula, and you've actually seen how powerful it is, how it can help you summarize your data. So the good thing with these formulas, for example, if we get data for 2020 and come and paste it just below this data, the formula will automatically pick and the template will automatically update itself. So just to make sure that whenever you are referencing a different sheet, you highlight the whole column, not cells, so that when you put in additional data, actually your report will automatically update itself. So that is the beauty of knowing how to use these formulas. So there are several ways in which you can actually come up with these reports. So one way is what I've just demonstrated by using these formulas. Another way is by using pivot tables, which is something that we will learn also. So that is it. We've actually summarized the business performance with regard to quantity sold. So let me just find some for this. This is simple. So I'm just finding the total amount sold for January for the 2 years. So that's quite simple. So let us make sure we align everything so that it's presentable. If, for example, we have to center, let everything be centered so that our report is presentable. So let us also center this. I think we've centered that. Maybe we can bold this because they are totals. So we can also do the same for this, but let us first find the sum here for the total quantity sold per month. Just summing this. So done that, let us now format this. Just making sure that everything is well aligned and centered. So here, remember, we don't format these numbers because it's not currency or what. This is just the quantity sold. So that's why you've seen I have not gone to format and then put currency, because we are dealing with quantity that was sold, not money. So we don't format as a currency. So let me also do the same here. I center this. So we have this. So that we just try to make everything to look neat. Is equals to sum. Let us find the sum for what was sold. It's 191. And we autofilled it. And let us just center this. Like that. Let us also do the same for this. We center. Maybe find the sum. We center it like this. Okay. Like that. So let us also make sure that everything is aligned here. Like that. So let's do the same here. So what I'm just trying to teach you here is how to make your report to be neat, so that you can present it maybe to your client or maybe to your manager. So you must make sure your report is presentable. So let us also do the same thing here. So let us sum this here. Like this. Summing everything so that we have it here. So we can maybe now put the fill, maybe to we color code these cells. We put the color fill the way we did previously. I'm just trying to highlight this before we can put that color. The color code. This I'm just highlighting cells here. So after I've highlighted the cell, I go to now home, to the home tab. Now I want to put a fill color so that my report can actually be presentable. So I can just trying to see the best color that I can put. So, but I normally prefer to deal with a light color, not a very bright color. So a light one, like this. Let me go with this. So that is it. So you formatted your report so it actually looks neat. So maybe another thing you can do, you can put charts. So let us insert chart for year. So just highlight the year like this. Go to where we have now the total for each year and insert a graph. Go to insert, go to recommended chart, and then you choose your chart. So I'll go with this. So this is the chart that I've inserted. So it actually shows the quantity sold for these 2 years, for 2018 and 2019. Now, whenever you insert a chart to your data, so you have to actually format your chart. And I believe we looked at this in the previous lesson. So let us
Hi,
try.
Fred.
Yes.
I don't know if it's only me, but I can't. You've already inserted the chart.
Yes.
Oh, it had hanged a bit. So,
Yeah. You can see.
yeah, now I can see. You went to recommended charts.
Yeah. So after you've highlighted your data, you just go to insert.
Mm-hmm.
So if you do not know the kind of chart that maybe you want to insert to your data, you can go to recommended charts. Excel will automatically recommend a chart for you. So it's just you
Okay.
to choose. Yeah. So you can either choose this bar chart or this pie chart or whichever you prefer. So here I've chosen to go with the bar chart and then just click OK.
Okay.
Yeah. So let us now see how you can format your chart. So formatting your chart is actually very crucial because we normally say that a picture speaks 1,000 words. So you must make sure your chart is very neat and presentable. So one way of actually formatting is checking the fonts. So let us format the axis first. Let's begin with the x-axis. So let us bold the x-axis. So also let us put the chart title. So for you to put the chart title, just go to where we have this plus sign. Yeah, put chart title. So what can we put as the chart title for this? Because it is depicting the quantity sold for these 2 years. So let me say it is units sold. units sold as my title. So whenever you put a title, make sure you bold your title and make sure you underline it. Yeah. So make sure always your title is in bold and it's underlined. So another thing is on grid lines. Sometimes you may choose maybe to have grid lines in your chart. So the grid lines are these horizontal lines here. Those are the grid lines. Sometimes you might want to view those grid lines, or maybe sometimes you may not want to view them. So you just click on the plus sign and then unselect grid lines. For example, if you do not want to see those grid lines. Yeah, so I've just unselected grid lines, so I do not want to see grid lines. So y-axis, let me bold and maybe put a black color. Also here, let me put a black color for the x-axis. Let me put black. So you can see now it's actually neat and presentable. So after you've done that, what we normally do, you can choose to insert data labels. For example, the way these charts are here, we can't know exactly the quantity sold in 2018 and in 2019. So let us put data labels. So I put the data labels. So I can see that in 2018, we had 1178 and 2019 we had 943. This is what was sold for the 2 years. So another thing that you can do with the data labels, you can decide on the position. Do you want your data labels to be either outside, or do you want them to be at the center, or do you want them to be at the bottom? So for you to do that, just click on the data label. For example, I've clicked here 1178. It will highlight the all data labels. After you've done that, right click, then you will go to format data labels here. So you will see this screen that is popping up at my top right, written format data labels. Go to label position. Under label position, you have several options, whether you want your data labels to be at the center, inside end, inside base, or outside end. By default, in this case, our data labels are at outside end. So maybe you want them to be at the center, just choose center. And you see now your data labels are at the center. When you want them to be inside end, just choose inside end. When you want them to be inside base, just choose inside base, like that. Yeah. So in my case, I just prefer them to be at outside end. So, but if you want maybe them to be at inside end, you know what to do. Just select you want them to be at inside end. So another thing that you can do with the data labels, you can change their positions. So you can change alignment, and also you can change the size. So you can change the alignment also. So alignment, maybe you might want to rotate. So when you want to rotate, you can rotate either 90 degrees to 70 degrees or stacked. So when you say you want to rotate them at 270 degrees, that's how it will be. Yeah, like that. So let us see also another alignment. So you can also choose maybe custom angle. So let's say maybe you choose 90 degrees. You see how it is. 270 degrees looks fine. When, for example, you want to extend the margin, for example, the left margin, just click here. You see how they are extending. So when you want to increase, just click the up arrow like that. Want to decrease, just decrease it this way. Right margin, you want to increase the right margin, just do this. You want to decrease, click on the down arrow. Same way, if you want to increase the top margin, you see the way when I click on the up arrow increase, you see the way they are increasing, but I want them, let me just reduce them like this. And for example, you want to increase the bottom margin, do like that, like that. So that's what you can do with the data labels. So you can also put fill color. You see the way I can put fill color like that, but maybe I rarely do this, but you can also, depending on what you prefer, you can decide to put a fill color or a gradient fill like that. But I do not prefer any for now. You can also choose to put a border. A border, you can put a solid line. Maybe you can put a gradient fill like that, and so on. But I do not prefer any for now. So that is it on how you can format your graphs. So another thing that you can format is these bars. These bars you can change the color depending on what you like. For example, these maybe I might decide I change them to green. Maybe I want 2018 to be green because this is where we were actually performing well. Because in 2019 we were performing very poorly. So let me just put a red and do this and do this. Yeah. Now you see how presentable that is. So we can just put this adjacent to our table where we have the year. So let us take this here. It's just the same procedure of what we did previously. So we are actually trying to come up with a report that we will actually present to the management. So we've done it bit by bit. So we started with revenue. Now we are at quantity. So it's just a work in progress. So that's it. But I can see it is not fitting properly here. So the other time I told you when your graph is not fitting, you just have to adjust the row height. And I showed you how to do that. But let me also show you again. So just highlight these rows like this. Right click, go to where we have row height. Now specify the row height that you want. For example, 25. You see 25 actually. I go to and I see here actually I can see my graph actually is fitting well. It is good. So I can also insert put borders for my graph. I do not want a field, sorry. I just want a border. And I want a solid line. Then let me choose a blue one. So you can see how it is for the units sold in 2018 and in 2019. Now let us see now for the various sales agent. What did they sell for these 2 years? Insert, go to insert. So if you don't know the chart to insert, just go to recommended charts. So you choose, let us go with this, the first one. That is it. So let us format this. So this, let us begin by chart title. This is units sold.
Excuse me, Fred.
Yes.
But today I think either your connection or our connection is not good. It's hanging. Like by the time we see the graph that you're already creating, we are far much behind.
Okay, even the
Is it for
previous
everyone or
chart.
just me?
I don't know, how about the rest?
Yeah, even myself. You're leaving us behind somewhere.
Yeah, now we can see the graph, but we didn't see how you created because it's kind of hanging on your end.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just start over.
And I think maybe it's the connection, yeah.
Yeah, I thought we were together. So we want to see the units sold by agent for the 2 years, that is 2018 and 2019. So what you do, you just highlight the sale ranges for the sale agent and also the sale ranges for the 2 years. Then go to insert, recommended charts. Yeah, we together up to that point?
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Oh, are you showing? Wait, are you showing? Oh, now it has popped up.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe the network, I don't know, but
Yeah, no, it has popped up. I thought you were explaining.
yeah. So I just want to confirm maybe if you are seeing it from your end, so that I don't leave you behind. Hope you saw how I formatted the previous chart.
Yes, we try to follow up. I'll say for me, I'm okay.
Okay.
Fred, the part I would like you to repeat kindly, or probably I'll follow from this other one, is how you move the Excel, like how you are aligning the Excel
Yeah.
and the graph to fit on the other side. That's why I'm a bit lost here.
Okay, I'll show you.
Yeah.
So now let us format this. So one rule of a chart, you must make sure it has a chart title. It must have a title. So let us put the title for this. This is units sold per agent. Per agent, like that. So after make sure that you've bold it and you've underlined it like that. So let us format the axis, that is the x-axis and the y-axis. So let us bold the x-axis. Let us also bold the y-axis. So we can also bold the legends. The legends are the years, that is 2018 and 2019. So after we've done that, let us get rid of the grid lines. So I've gotten rid of the grid lines. So let us insert data labels. So go to where we have this plus sign, choose data labels. So we've actually inserted data labels for these agents. Are we together up to that point?
Yes.
Okay, fine. So I've just inserted the data labels. So let us format them. We can either bold the data labels like that. You can see now they are actually visible well. So I want them to be at default, but previously I had shown you how you can change alignment. For example, if you want to maybe rotate, change the angle, and so on. So just come here where just double click on one of the data labels. So you will see this on your far right. You will get a dialog box where you have to format the data labels. So you can see where we have fields. Here is where you can change your fields. For example, let me just demonstrate. Maybe you want a solid field like that, and you can change the color maybe to blue or whichever color you prefer. If maybe you want to put these fields, but me, I don't want to put it for now. So let me just get rid of that. For example, you want to put a gradient field, you do like that. See, you've inserted a gradient field to your data labels. Yeah, but just let us leave it for now. So here, you want to insert, maybe you want your glow. So we rarely use this. So, but why I'm interested is here, where you need to maybe change the alignment. So here, you can either choose a vertical alignment or horizontal alignment or custom angle. Custom angle is where you can change the angle of your data labels. For example, here, default here is 0 degrees. So you can maybe change to 40. You see, when I change to 40, you can see now how my data labels have been aligned. Yeah, yeah. But just let's leave 0 at the moment. Yeah, yeah. So that's it. So we can also put borders. Borders. For you to put border, just double click on your graph. So go to where we have border, and maybe you want outside border, choose solid line. Maybe you can choose the color. You can choose your color, either you want green, blue, so on. Let me go with blue. So that is it. So you want you had asked how you can move this chart to be just adjacent to your table. So just click on your graph till you see that plus sign. Yeah. And then left click as you drag your mouse. You drag your mouse this way just to pull it to come adjacent to your graph like this. After you've done that, just adjust it so that to make sure that it has been aligned properly like this. Yeah, like that. Are we together up to that point? You've seen how it's done?
Yes.
Yeah. So that is it. We've done units sold per agent. So let us go to now this manager for these 2 years. So maybe you might not be knowing how to select multiple cells. For example, when I select here manager like this, I press control, just hold on control, and then go to where you have the 2 years and highlight the 2 years, and then go to insert. Yeah. So let us format the data labels. So let us start first with the axis, the y and the x. Just bold them. And then 2018 also, that is the year, which is the legend. We can bold and adjust their position like this. So just make sure we have data labels like that. So after that, let us get rid of the grid lines. Let us bold the data labels. Let's just bold the data labels like this. Yeah. And then let us put the chart title. Units sold. Let me just say units sold by manager. Managers like that. And then just make sure you bold and you underline like that. So because 2018 was a good year for us, let me maybe change the color of that to green. That. Now let's take this to be just adjacent to our table like that. Excuse me. Let me like this and take it here. So it seems it will not fit here well. So I just have to adjust the row height so that it can fit properly. So come here and right click, adjust row height to maybe 20. Yeah. So I think, and then put a border. Yeah. I think now it's visible from your end. So let us do the same. Let us do for the same for regions. Regions like that. Go to insert, recommended charts like this, then choose Let's choose the first one. Let us format our charts. So let me bold the legends first. I also bold the axis. I bold also the x-axis. So let me get rid of the grid lines. So this is unit sold per region as the title. Units sold per region. Units sold per region, bold it, underline, and then put data labels. Maybe you can bold the data labels. Sorry, data labels, bold them. All the data labels. So after we've done that, we can just drag this. Just drag it like that. So it is so small there. Let us adjust the row height. Let us adjust the row height. Row height. Let me put a row height of 25 and see the effect. Let me go to my graph. It's still so small. Let me also adjust it maybe to 30. Row height 30. Now that is it. Row height is 30. Put borders. Solid line. Let me make to be equal size with this. And then let us do the same for products. Just select while holding on control. Then select also for the 2 years. So let us choose that. Like that. Also we can format this. Let us format this. So we can put the title. This is units sold per product. Units sold per product. So let us just bold this. Also let us get rid of the grid lines. So let us put data labels. Data labels. Data labels. Then let us bold this. Let's bold the X and the data labels and the axis. So let us just adjust the row height. But before that, let me put the border. So let's adjust the row height so that appears a little bit bigger. Our graph. So row height of 25. That's it. You can see now how the various products that we sold for 2018 and 2019. So from this chart, we can see that television and home theaters were the top performing products. As we can see, televisions that were sold in 2018, there were many, but actually the performance dropped in 2019, as you can see as depicted by the graph. So, but generally, home theaters and television were the top selling products for these 2 years. So those are some of the kind of insights that you can include on your report. So, but for now, we are still now in the kitchen. Now we are cooking the report. So we are not yet up to that point. We've not reached the point of now making conclusion from what we've analyzed from the data and the findings that we've got from our data. So this is now a summary on product performance per region, per year, per agent, so on. So that is it. So let us just summarize this by putting borders. That is the outside border. So I have just highlighted everything, the whole canvas. So go to home where we have borders, more borders. I normally prefer thick outside borders. And now that is my border that I've just put. So another thing I normally do not want to see now after I've done my analysis, I normally get rid of these grid lines. So I normally go to view and then I do not want grid lines. I unselect grid lines. So you can see how my report is. Yeah, I can see it's presentable. Just to maybe align it so that it's consistent with the outside border, like this, like that. And then so this way. This way. That. I just want the margins to be the same, so that's why you see I'm aligning everything so that my margins are almost the same size. I think I'm done with that. Yeah. Now this is the summary that we have for product performance. And also we had the summary for revenue like this. So we are making quite some good progress with our analysis. So another thing that I would like to touch on is on now product performance. Or maybe if there's any question up to that point first before we can continue. Is everything okay? Kigan, I haven't heard from you. Winnie, are we together up to that point? Ruth? Okay.
I'm okay up to there.
Okay, it's fine. So I think under that sheet for product performance, hope you can do it, because it is just following the same syntax. That's what we have done for determining the revenue and the quantity sold for the various months, years, sales agent, and so on. So you can do the same here. For example, here you can find the quantity sold in 2018, given the month. But now here you are specifying now the particular product, that is the television. So I hope you can be able to do that. Also, you do the same for revenue. Also, you can do the same for all of these products. So you'll just be making use of the SUMIF functions. Are we together? Can you do that?
Sorry, come again, Fred?
So you see this sheet for product performance, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, so as you can see in that is the cell that I have just highlighted, yeah? We have the product name, that is television, home theater, cell phone, desk, and video games. Yeah? Yeah, so can we find the quantity sold? For example, in 2018, the month of January, how many television were sold and what was the revenue?
Okay.
Yeah. And then do the same for home theater. So you are looking 2018. The month is January. How many? How many were sold? And what was the revenue? Do the same for cell phone, desk, video games, and so on. So maybe I can do one example so that we can get the concept. For quantity, we'll go to the unit sold column. So let me use some ifs. So go to where we have sales data. So quantity is units sold. So you highlight that column for units. Press F4. Then now you are specifying now here you see we have around 3 criteria. So you have the month, you have the year, and you have the product. Yeah. So let us first start with the month. So
Fred, are you presenting? Have you shared your screen?
Okay, sorry for that. But hope you've opened your Excel sheet where we have the product performance.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry. So let us, this is what I was talking about. So you have the product, yeah, you have the product, and then here you have the year. So for example, let's take the first product, that is television. So in the month of January 2018, how many television was sold and what was the revenue? So that we can compare quantity versus revenue side by side for each product. Are you getting my concept? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So let us do an example. So it's equals to some ifs. Now it will ask for the sum range. So come to sales data, and then there's F4. So we are done with the sum range. Now the first criteria. So we have almost 3 criteria here. So which is the month, the year, and the product. So let us start with the month. Go to sales data where we have month. Press F4 like that. And then unhighlight the month. Put a dollar sign here. When you put the dollar sign, then after you've done that, you are done with your first condition. So let's go to this. Is it the second condition, which is the year? So go to sales data where we have the year. Just press F4 here, and then highlight the year here, which is 2018. But first, one thing that you should realize here is that here we don't want to maybe autofill the year. So you must make sure you lock the year completely so that it doesn't move from one cell to another. For you to do that, you just press F4 to lock that column completely so that it doesn't move. So make sure you have the dollar sign before B and after B. Hope we are together up to that point. So we are done with the second condition. Now let's go to the third condition, which is the product. So product is the item. And then press F4. So after you've done that, now specify the product. In our case, it's television. So we don't want this to move. So just lock it by pressing F4. Then close the bracket. Have you seen? Are we together up to that point?
Yes.
Yeah, so the only thing that has changed is unlocking the cells. So for the year, because we don't want the year to move, we just lock it completely by pressing the dollar sign on both ends. So like here, you can see before where my cursor is here. I have just locked it completely so that it doesn't move. And also for the television here, I have also locked it. Yeah. So you can do the same for revenue by doing the same sum is. And then go to sales data. After now, what the sum range will change, we'll go to column KK, lock that column, and then now we have to specify the first condition, which is the month, our case. So go to month, put F4 here. After you've done that, highlight now the specific month. But here we want the month to move because we will autofill downwards. So put a $sign here. Yeah, let's go to the second condition, which is the year. The year. Press F4, then use the year but lock it. Lock that. After you add that, we go to the third condition, which is the product. The third condition, which is the product, and it's the item that was on. Just press F4. Like that. Then choose the product itself and lock it. Like that. Then close the bracket. Press enter. Yeah, you can see now we've actually filled the quantity and revenue generated for the various months in 2018. So, for example, in January 2018, they sold 95 televisions, and it generated a revenue of 113,810. When we go to the month of February, they sold only 36, and it generated a revenue of 43,128. The month of March, they sold 56, and it generated a revenue of 67,088. Yeah. So here we can find the sum is equals to sum of quantity here and also sum of revenue, like that. Yeah, I think now you can do the same for home theaters, cell phone, desk, and video games. You can try that. Try home theater. Try that. I'm giving you 2 minutes. Are you done?
Yeah, me, I'm done with the home data.
You've gotten the answer?
Yes.
Congratulations. What about the rest? Keegan, have you gotten the answer? No, I can't hear you, Keegan. I don't know.
I've gotten the answer.
Oh, congrats. So it means you've mastered the concept, which is actually good and commendable.
Yeah.
Great. So let me share my screen here. So I've also done from my end. Can you see my screen? Kindly confirm.
Yes, we can.
Yeah, so
Yes.
I've done and I've completed. So we can see how various products performed during different months in 2018. We can see what the quantity that was sold versus the revenue that was generated. So I've just done that for all of the products. So from my analysis, I can see that in 2018, actually, television was the top selling product because we can see the quantity sold was 576 and the amount generated or the revenue generated was 690,048. Compared with the rest of the products, it was followed by home theaters. So home theater was the second product that was performing well. So the product that was not performing well was video games. We can see it only generated a revenue of 10,881. And you can see in 2018, from January up to August, there were no sales. It's only in September that we had sale for video games of 930, 936. Yeah. So we can see that the video games was actually not performing well. It was the least performing product during this period. So the syntax is just the same. What you've done, you can do it for 2019 and see what was actually the number of products that was sold vis-a-vis the revenue that was generated. Yeah. So I think I'll leave that as an assignment to you. You complete it before so that we'll pick up from there tomorrow. So you just complete this product's performance sheet. So after that, we'll have done we'll be almost done with this with the statistical functions, and we'll go to something else. So we are done with that. Maybe one last thing before we close. is on descriptive statistics. Descriptive statistics. So I want to show you how you can do descriptive statistics in Excel. So as you know, we normally have two types of statistics, that is descriptive statistics and inferential statistics. So for you to do a descriptive statistic in Excel, you must have the data analytics tool pack installed in your Excel. So it comes as an add-in in Excel. So what you have to do, you just have to install it or you activate it in Excel. So let me just show you how you can activate the data analysis tool pack so that it can enable you to do descriptive statistics in your data. So I want you to begin when I'm trying to show you this procedure. So go to File, go to where we have More. Hope you are following. Go to where we have Options. After you click where you have Option, go to where we have Add-ins. When you click where we have add-ins, click on Analysis Toolpack. Analysis Toolpack. Make sure you click on Analysis Toolpack. Click on Go. Click on Go. So when you click on Go, this box will appear. So make sure that the Analysis Toolpack is activated. So make sure the first box is checked, Analysis Toolpack. Then click on OK. Click on OK. So after you click on OK, go to where we have Data. Then go. So when you go to where we on the Data tab, when you see on your top right, you must be seeing the Data Analysis Toolpack that has been activated, as you can see on my screen here. Are we together? Have you seen the Analysis Toolpack?
Yes.
Yeah, everyone. Hope everyone is okay up to that point. So with that, you've activated the Data Analysis Toolpack. So the Data Analysis Toolpack actually enables you to do various types of descriptive and inferential statistics in Excel. So in that Data Analytics Toolpack, we have various statistical functions that you can do, or statistical analysis that you can do. One analysis that you can do is correlation, you can do regression, you can do analysis of variance, and so on. But today we'll just focus on descriptive statistics. So let me just go to Data. Go to where we have Data. Go to Data Analysis. Data Analysis. Go to where we have descriptive statistics. So when you are where we have descriptive statistics, click on OK. So it will ask you for the input range. So considering our sales data here, so the fields that we can find the descriptive statistics are the units that was sold, the unit price, and sale amount. So simply highlight this, select this cell, Control Shift down arrow. And then after you've done that, make sure the columns is selected, and then make sure you select labels in first row, labels in first row. And then on output options, choose new worksheet. Yeah, new worksheet wherever you want your output to be displayed. And then make sure you choose on summary statistics. So summary statistics will compute things to do with mean, mode, median, and so on. And then choose kth largest and kth smallest. And kth smallest, like that. After you've done that, click on OK. Have you done that?
Fred, could you repeat?
Okay, let me repeat. So here is where we have the sales data. So go to data, data analysis. On my top right, choose descriptive statistics. And then select OK. This box will pop up. Make sure you choose column and then the input range. The input range is the range where you want to compute your descriptive statistics. So I choose units, unit price, and sale amount, like that. After I've done that, I make sure that the labels are in the first. I make sure the labels in the first row box is checked. Make sure it is a ticker. And then on output options, make sure you choose a new worksheet. And then make sure the summary statistics box is checked also. And also check the kth largest and the kth smallest. So make sure those boxes are checked. After you've done that, click on OK. Up to that point, are we okay? Are you getting the results the way I'm getting here?
Where did you get the 111 at the bottom?
But have you just gotten the result?
Yes.
Yeah. So don't worry with this 1-1. So maybe it's the box that I checked when I was choosing the summary statistics. Maybe there's something I checked there. So, but this is actually what I wanted us to derive from this. It is actually a quick way of getting a summary from your data. So for example, the units sold, you can see we have the mean as 49. It has generated the standard error, the median, the mode, standard deviation, sample variance, kurtosis, skewness, range, minimum and maximum values, the sum, the count, the largest value, and the smallest value. So since these are the same, so the rows are just the same, I can clear this so that I can bring this here. Let me cut this. Bring it here. And then delete this column. just clear content there, clear content, clear contents here, and then bring this, we cut it, we put it here. Now we have our descriptive statistics here. So it just computes automatically. No, I don't want to bold, but I just wanted to put borders. Like that. And then this I can bold. Maybe put a different fill, color fill. Like that. Let me put everything to 0 decimal place. Zero. I'm just making it to be presentable. So that I can also display my summary statistics in my analysis. So we put borders here. We put this, sorry. Yeah, that. That is it. So from this you can see how we've computed descriptive statistics for these variables. That is for units sold, unit price, and the sale amount. So this is statistics. Let me call it descriptive statistics. Descriptive statistics. Yeah. Like that. Maybe insert that here. Can format paint this. Not that. Can bold it. So the statistics that are relevant to us. So I think the mean, median, they are relevant. Let us remove kurtosis and skewness. Yeah, so let us remain with this. So we've actually computed the descriptive statistics for these variables. We will include these statistics in our report when we are presenting to our client or to the management. Are we together up to that point? Hello.
Fred, maybe I can request
Uh,
on the borders. Can you show me how you did the borders?
borders, eh?
Yeah.
So just highlight the whole of this like that. I hope you're seeing like that. Then go to home. Come here where you see where we have these squares here. So just click on the down arrow. So it will bring you these options. Scroll down up to where you see more borders.
Okay.
Okay. Then when you go to where we have more borders, now you choose the type of border that you want. Do you want a thin border or a medium one or a thick one? So I normally prefer thick one for outside borders. So I choose thick one for outside borders, but thin ones for inside borders like that. So after I've done that, I click on OK. Just like that.
Oh, you draw the borders with your mouse?
Yes.
Oh, that's the point that I was missing, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah. But
Thank you.
But I'm not really drawing I'm just using my mouse. I'm not drawing using it. So
You're just clicking on it, eh?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I'm just picking on it. Because you know there is also an option of drawing the border manually using your hand, using the mouse.
Yeah.
Like for example, when I go to home, here you see there's an option of drawing a border.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or you'll draw border grid. So just go where we have more, you'll just be selecting which border do you want. Yeah, like that. And then click on OK. So that's how we put borders. Are we together up to that point? Yeah, hope we've done quite a lot today. I wish to end there. We call it a day. We'll pick it from there tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Maybe your
Okay.
feedback, maybe regarding this session. Has it been difficult or umeelewa?
For me, it's getting better. It's easier as we go.
Yeah, because we're doing it severally. Yeah, so that the concept are sticking. Winnie, are we
Yeah.
together?
Yes, it's getting better by the day. It's inaingia kwa kichwa sasa.
Sawa. Kigan, how about you? Umenyamaza? I don't know if you're getting these things.
Yeah, nashika. Si kama mara ya kwanza.
Okay. That's fantastic. The good thing we are adopting a project-based approach, so we'll do more and more projects and you'll get a grasp of this concept. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
I wish you a lovely night and
You
goodbye.
too.